Before we begin, I'd like to first say how we're excited, our company, McMurtry Corporation, to be here and that you guys have met us here. And for this opportunity, not only for our company, but for your country as well. I would, however, like to be honest with you all that we do have another country in mind. However, with our visit to other countries, our 6-week tour, which our company took a 6-week tour to several countries. However, our CEO, Albert Weinstein, he's heavily favoring Malaysia. So we're really, really excited about this, and not only for us, like I said, but also for your country as well. So we're very hopeful that your country will meet our criteria that we have to be able to seize this opportunity for both of us. So on that note, we do appreciate you meeting with us today. Let's start with criteria 1 with Colin Woodrow.
Okay, for our first criterion that needs to be met is the availability of at least 100 indigenous high-tech workers, including engineers, operation analysts, human resource managers, and experienced accountants.
Can you define further what your requirements are for the indigenous workers?
Well, people who've obviously completed a university, 4 years of university, people who are capable of being able to manage and operate a business like ours. Yeah.
Thank you for going further.
Do they have to speak a certain language?
I would say English.
Well, many of our indigenous workers have many dialects. Do you understand anyone's dialects?
We don't, but we would make an attempt to understand them better if they were able to attempt to speak English as well.
Okay.
And from what we understand, Dr. Mahati, he has a policy in effect where he is bringing English into all the universities and colleges.
And another thing towards that, we also need documentation that proves that this policy is working. We have received information that your country is in shortage of labor workers. And there's been much information on this policy, and we want documentation that proves that it is working, that people are actually going to the universities, getting skilled. And
All right. We have France, Germany, and Japan that has been creating training centers for our workers here for them to mature in their intelligence and training as well.
We will get that documentation to you to prove that we do have more and more skilled workers here.
Thank you. Another thing that we have in mind, and we want to debate with y'all, is on the salaries of the workers. We feel that it would be fair to start at $70,000 because these workers aren't, we don't know the capability that they may have. We don't know if this policy is working, if they're really educated and skilled in what we need.
We assure you that our workers are very well trained, and we would like 90,000.
I think we consider 70. I really think that we need some more documentation whether or not these workers are skilled, because we are taking our business to your country, and after all, we are going to be benefiting your workers and their families. So I think that should be rethought and reevaluated.
I believe 70,000 is pretty stern, considering that what your education is right now. Without that documentation in our hands, we're not 100% sure how, until we get that proof.
Another thing is that your country has 6% of the people going to universities, whereas in Thailand there is over 15%. So that's something that does worry us when it comes to the workers and their salaries and whether or not taking our business to your country. After all, we're not the people who are actually deciding on this. Our Weinstein, our official, he's going to be the one going over this information, but we'll provide him this number to see if he's okay with this. I think it's okay. I think we can
I
manage.
think we can put that in our contract. Claire, can you please make those changes?
Thank you.
Now we're going to move to our second criteria, which Claire Watts is going to handle.
Okay, our second criteria is for us to establish our facility in our research and development in Kedah, and especially next to the port of Penang. Now, these are our maps of Kedah and the port, and compared to the rest of Malaysia, the west side of Malaysia has a lot more transportation, more developed roads, and you can reach this port by mainland, by air, and by road. So that's what we're looking for to build our plant.
Agree with this, but we'd also like to request that training centers be built in the same area.
Training centers for your employees.
Yes.
For the 100 employees, you're saying that you're going to provide for us. You would like a training facility.
Training centers, yes.
Yes. Who's going to cover the cost for these training facilities?
We would like your company to help with these costs. We have also received in the past funding from Japan, France, and Germany, but this does not come without benefit to your company. These training centers would be in a Malaysian-free zone, and as you might be aware, there are a few controls and restrictions that hinder foreign investment in these zones.
We can probably take that in consideration whenever we talk to Weinstein, but as I said, he's going to take the final decision, so we can bring it up and see what he thinks.
I think that would be a possibility as long as you are in agreement to allowing our facility to be located, both the fab and as well as the R&D, the research and development building there as well. I don't think that would be a problem. Okay, Claire, can you please make those changes on that as well?
Thank you for that.
And please understand this is a conditional agreement, which means that it can change based on when we go back and discuss this with our CEO, Mr. Weinstein. Moving on to the third criteria, this is where low labor costs come in. Our financial department worked up a schedule of labor costs. Basically, for unskilled labor, I've tried to make it big enough so that you can see. Unskilled labor, we're looking at an average of 500 per month, and that's in the Malaysian ringgit. For semi-skilled labor, it's an average of 600 per month, and for skilled labor, an average of 900 per month.
Would these be adjustable in the future upon providing documentation of our educational policies, the benefit they have had?
As long as we have evidence, because we've seen proof that your shortage of labor has been, we've seen false proof and hard proof that the shortage of labor has gone up. So as long as, and I know that Dr. Mahati put into effect those policies that bring in more, or you guys are trying to keep people into your country, both to go to universities, to become more educated, as well as keeping them from going abroad to get jobs. So as long as that is on the climb, and you can show proof that that is on the climb and it's not decreasing, then I think once we see not only that documentation, we see how your workers perform, that definitely can be negotiated.
Well, our intelligence unit since 1996 has been increasing rapidly for 38% for our intelligence unit for our workers for their training and education. So our workers will be able to have their skills maintained to the level that you would like for them to maintain as you're trying to proceed in this documentation.
Okay, so basically you're in agreement with these numbers until we get the documentation, and then we see how your workers perform? Is that what I'm understanding?
Correct.
I don't think we need to make any changes to the numbers. I think we're okay on that. So I guess that handles all three criteria, correct?
Correct.
Okay, can we please have you sign the memo? Conditional, and again, it's conditional. It's going to change once we meet with our CEO, Albert Weinstein.
We would like to avoid signing this conditional contract until the documentation has been received and we can further continue our negotiations, since so much does depend on the documentation.
Definitely. Well, we're here for 4 days, so we can definitely meet back up. And in the meantime, we can get in contact with Mr. Weinstein and talk to him. I definitely appreciate all your time. Thank you. It was very nice to meet all of us. And I look forward to this. I hope that it works out once we get all the documentation.
We will get that documentation.
It'll be a great opportunity for our company, McMurtry Corporation, as well as your country. It was a pleasure. Thank you very much.